She down there cooking some damn spam.
No, it's just mysterious.
I like barbecue sauce.
Hey everyone, it's Micah Fragrance back at it again with another video. First things first, I'm pretty sure my mic is broken, so I won't have it for this recording. I will probably just be getting a new mic here soon, so I'm not sure how long it'll take before I actually have another mic. But this video, I'm bringing you 5 fragrances for around $20. There'll be some that are slightly more than $20, some that are slightly less than $20, but none are going to be like $30, $40. It's going to be anywhere from like $15 to I'd say like $25. So this is going to be really good if you guys are balling on a budget. 3 of these are going to be clone fragrances. 2 of them are going to be original fragrances. One of those original fragrances still kind of has like a DNA of another fragrance in it. But these are all super, super solid fragrances. This is not going to be a ranked video, so there's not going to be a number 1 nor a number 5 spot. But the first one that we're going to get into is just a really good one if you love tobacco. So the fragrance that I'm talking about, Calvin Klein's CK1 Shock. I picked this 3.4 ounce up for $20. To quickly sum up this fragrance, I actually have it sprayed on my wrist. It's this really nice powdery lavender, has a super nice tobacco in there as well. Now, this is not an insanely strong, offensive tobacco, and it doesn't stay the whole time. Honestly, after probably like 3 or 4 hours, the tobacco kind of disappears or really just goes like far into the background where I can't really smell it. And you're just left with this super nice, powdery, sweet lavender. This also has a cucumber note in there, which is interesting because I don't smell any cucumber. But CK1 Shock is just going to be super solid, a great signature for the cooler weather. Like I said, it's dirt cheap. Every fragrance on this list is dirt cheap, so you can spray this however much you want, and you don't really got to feel like you're wasting money. Really, really good. Longevity, probably about 5 to 6 hours. Projection, a foot or 2 after it's been on for a while. But this is just a nice smelling fragrance. I can definitely see you getting a compliment here and there. By a compliment here and there, you'll probably get compliments when you wear this. I'm fairly confident that you will get a compliment when you wear this fragrance. So Calvin Klein's CK1 Shock. Let's get a nice look at the bottle. Great fragrance. Highly recommend this one. The next one that we're going to go to, I think you should get if you love the Invictus DNA. So CK1 Shock is an original fragrance. This one is an original fragrance, but has that Invictus DNA in it. And it is Abercrombie & Fitch's First Instinct Together. This one I also picked up $20 for the 3.4 ounce. Now, this is sugary sweet like Invictus. It has a super nice pineapple leaf in there. It's sugary sweet. It's fruity. It's just that nice, like, aquatic, synthetic sweetness that Invictus has. But this has a super nice floral undertone to it, which is really what makes it different. A lot of Invictus-styled fragrances, they'll just go straight up for Invictus. This at least does it differently with the floral undertone. So is it a clone? Kind of, but not exactly. Abercrombie & Fitch's First Instinct Together, really solid fragrance, especially for the summer. Nice looking bottle. It has this like warp design to it. Longevity, probably around that 6-hour mark. So probably the average amount of time as like Invictus EDT would last. Projection, a foot or 2, not an insanely strong projector, but this stuff will definitely get you compliments just because it has that Invictus DNA, which is a highly complimented DNA. I recommend this one if you're just looking for a year-round signature, or if it's, you know, getting warmer out and you really want to get a fragrance. Abercrombie & Fitch's First Instinct Together is going to be super solid. The flankers of this, which this isn't the original, but the other First Instincts are really good as well and fairly cheap. The next one we're going to go if you love Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. So I know that this is not a ranked video, but if you are just going to take one fragrance from this list and get it, this is the one that I would recommend you. It is Lattafa's Amber Al Oud Intense Oud. Let's get a good look at this bottle. It's a pretty good looking bottle if you ask me. But Amber Al Oud, it's a clone of Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. Now, Intense Oud, it has 2 oud notes in the note breakdown, but I really don't detect it at all. It's that nice smoky wood with that nice burnt marshmallow sweetness to it as well. This doesn't have vanilla listed, I'm pretty sure, but it still gives me a nice vanilla vibe. You won't hear me say a fragrance is one-to-one with what it's cloning, much if at all. This is the only one that I will say is completely one-to-one, and that's one-to-one in every category: scent, longevity, and projection. This is $17 for the 3.4 ounce. It looks absolutely huge. I don't know why this bottle is so big, but this is really good. If you like By the Fireplace, you don't want to spend about 80 bucks, and you want to get something that, in my opinion, is one-to-one, Lattafa's Amber Al Oud is going to be the way to go. Very good fragrance. I think that this is the cheapest on this list as well. I just highly recommend this one. You definitely will get compliments. I wore this to school one day, literally first period, just got into school, sit down in my seat, and this kid who sits next to me looked at me and said, "Damn, you smell good." So this one will definitely get you compliments. I love that one. As I said, my personal suggestion. This one is a unisex fragrance that we're going to go to, and this is if you love peach. So this is another clone. The last three are clones, including the By the Fireplace as one of the last three, and it is Maison Alhambra's Bright Peach, clone of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. This is a really nice fragrance. It has a cognac note, so it has a slight boozy feel. I always just like to say, no, you're not going to actually smell like alcohol. A lot of people have actually asked me, it has a cognac note. Am I going to smell like alcohol? If you get pulled over, the police are not going to breathalyze you because they think that you've been drinking. It's just this nice synthetic boozy peach. It has some patchouli in there as well. It's floral. It has blood orange. It has green something leaves. It's green leaves or something like that. But this is just a really, really good fragrance. This is going to run you about $22 to $23 for the 3.4 ounce Eau de Parfum concentration. Highly recommend this one. And this one, especially for the male gender, is going to be pretty unique because not a whole lot of men's fragrances actually use peach in them. Some people will try and tell you this is feminine. I think it's very unisex. I enjoy this fragrance. Very, very good. Longevity, a lot of people say this is a beast mode performer. It's really not, in my opinion. About 7 hours, 2 to 3 feet of projection. The projection's pretty good. If you go about 5 sprays like I do, you might even get 4 feet of projection, But Maison Alhambra's Bright Peach, very, very solid, nice, and unique fragrance. This last one is going to be super good, and it's a clone of a fragrance that's $300, maybe even $400. So to be fair, I'm not exactly sure on the price of what this is cloning, but this is Fragrance World's Barot Amber Eve. It's a clone of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Grand Soir. Now, let's get a good look at this bottle. It does have this gross sewage green color because it was exposed to the heat, but as long as it's not exposed to sunlight, it's really not going to mess it up in transit. But Amber Eve, clone of Grand Soir, as I said, to quickly sum up this fragrance, it's this nice ambery vanilla. It's a super, super good fragrance. It kind of has this synthetic sweetness in the opening. Kind of not a gross opening, but one of those signature Middle Eastern spicy openings. But as this dries down, it's very amber heavy. It's very vanilla heavy. It's slightly powdery. This stuff will definitely get you compliments. The first time I ever wore this stuff, I only did 3 sprays. And this kid in my class walked past me, says, "Damn, who smells good?" And I was like, "Oh, is it me?" Smelt it, and he said, "Yeah, it was you that I was smelling." So this is really good. And this stuff is fairly strong as well. The same day, 2 periods later, I walked into my government class and walked past this kid, and he said, "Do you have to spray a whole bottle of cologne on you?" I said, "Bro, I did 3 sprays." He did not believe that I only did 3 sprays. So it's fairly strong, at least 8 hours of longevity. So it'll definitely get you through a school day or a work day or, half of your day if you don't go to school or if you don't work. But I would assume that you would work or something like that. Anyways, I don't know why I went off on a little rant about that. Longevity, I would probably say about 2 to 3 feet, but it could be a very strong projector. It could be something I go nose blind to because I was getting a lot of compliments with this stuff. I don't know if I said the price. This is about $23 for the 3.4 ounce. This is an Eau de Parfum. It's a very, very good fragrance. So let me know, out of all of these fragrances, which ones have you tried? Which ones do you maybe want to try after watching this video? Definitely let me know in the comments below. I love all of these. As I said, Air Al Oud would be my personal suggestion if you're just going to get one of these. But let me know in the comments if you tried any of these, if you want to. If not, let me know what your favorite budget fragrance is in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, everyone. Have a great day.